everybody. I hope everyone is doing okay from wherever they are. It's actually morning, good morning, and good evening, good afternoon, depending on the time that you guys are going to be watching this video. And this is a video that I put out a poll some time back on my Instagram and on Facebook and WhatsApp. Asked people if we should talk about struggles or challenges we've gone through as young parents. And everyone was, most of the people, let me just say, a big number was commenting yes, it's a topic that we should talk about. And being a young parent myself, I decided it's best that we should talk about it and also like share my experiences and also experiences that I've had from friends and even other young parents, which I know they're going to help so many of us, and even aspiring parents and the ones who probably found themselves as parents and they were not ready for. So, yeah, my name is Modoni Jenga. I'm a young mom. I speak about faith, business, family, and lifestyle vlogs. I basically sometimes vlog and take out topics like I have today and talk, and sometimes we just do some random things. So, this particular day, I'm happy to be recording this. And okay, today's topic is, I've said it's going to be struggles as young parents. So, first things first. Okay, as a young parent, the minute you realize you're probably expecting a child, be it both male or female, your partner is pregnant or you as the lady are pregnant. First things first, if it's not something you had planned for, you end up very shocked and actually in shock because it's not something that you're ready for. So mostly you find that you end up shocked and unaware of what to do, and you now start finding people go into state of shock. Others just don't know what to do. Others face rejections either from family, spouses, partners, because probably it's not something that they had planned for. But trust me, this is something that you guys, if it's a male and female figure, if you're supposed to be taking responsibility, you are in it together. It takes two to tangle. So definitely you both are supposed to be taking care of that responsibility of a child. But as a lady, I'd advise most ladies, if you're not ready for it, take the right precautions. Yeah, I'll be looking down because I have a few notes that I've prepared down here from the a few comments that I had from friends and from people, and I'll be sharing it. So, first things first, when you became a parent as a young person, a young male person, a young female, first things first, you're a child. Of course, you're either in your teens or your early 20s. You're very young and you now need to know what to do. You need to plan yourself, ama kujipanga, to be able to be ready for this particular human being who's coming to join your lives. So to some point you might find that it's not easy for someone to start arranging themselves, because if, for example, you're in high school or straight out of high school, in college, you've not studied yet, so you don't have a career that you can call, this is what I'm going to be looking for a job through, or for the, I'll be looking for this kind of a job. But in real sense, you need to be financially independent, be it you're a lady or a dude. Please, 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 to help each other out in this, because for one, if you're young people, both young, it has found you both very unprepared. So when one person ends up is the one who's working towards something, you'll find that it's not going to work out well. You'll probably end up splitting up or even having so many fights and all that. You being a parent, because already, even though you are a child, your life completely changes. This is my second point. Your life completely changes because, for one, you are a child, you are being taken care of. Now you have another child that you're supposed to be taking care of. So to some point, it's like your life goes to a standstill, and now you start concentrating on this little human who's coming. And you, as a young parent, or maybe not only a young parent, because sometimes you become a parent even though you're mature enough, it's something that you had not planned for. So you find that if it's not something you're planning to do, or to get a kid, it has gotten you in some state that you are not ready for a kid. You have to rearrange your life all over again, probably rearrange your finances, probably if you are not very good with a job or something of the sort. You find that mostly, like, for the young parents, for the young youths who are getting kids, if you are in school, you'll have to discontinue school. and go look for a job to be able to cater for your kid, because you cannot expect that you're going to bring a kid into this world and leave your parents to take care of that. Your parents sometimes will not be happy about it. Some of them are not even in a position to be able to take care of you plus your child. So as a parent, you'll have to take that responsibility and be able to take care of your child. Another thing, and if you had goals, you were in school, you wanted to clear school, graduate, get a job, um, probably go to get a bigger career and all that, you'll have to change your goals depending on, for example, what you are supposed to do. If it's something that you cannot be able to do as a parent, you'll have to like change it. Look for something that you can be able to do well. But trust me, if you have a goal, even though you'll have to like put it on a standstill, always come back and pick it up and run with it. Don't always like say, now I'm a mom, I cannot be able to accomplish my goals, I cannot be able to go back to school. You can go to a job, you can go get a job, you can go do a lot of things, and you're going to make it. So as young parents, not only a mom, even a dad, of course, boy, the guys are not as unfortunate, let me call it unfortunate, as us ladies, because for a lady, you're the one who's supposed to leave school, you're the one who's supposed to have your child, you're the one who's supposed to be nursing the child all over and every time. But the guy's life is going to continue. He's going to continue with his school, he can get a job and do that. And even if he wants to like get out of the responsibility, he can. Because it come and tell you, no, 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 I'm not taking care of this kid, I didn't want a kid, blah blah and all that. And you'll find yourself as a lady, you're the one who's in it alone, and you are together. So mostly I'd advise people to take care of themselves, take the right precautions. If you're sure you don't want a kid, you don't want the responsibility of a child, don't don't take it. Another thing is like, you didn't know how to take care of a kid. You had no clue how to probably put diapers on a child. You had no idea on how to wash a child. Sometimes it's very, very difficult to wash a child because they are fragile. You can drop them. Sometimes kids are fragile. So you have to learn and unlearn a lot of things. Washing a child, wearing their diapers, clothes, and how to buy clothes for a child, the kind of meals they're supposed to be taking. If it's time to wean your child, the kind of bottles and things that they're supposed to use while feeding one. Some of these things I learned while doing them, because by the time my sister was being born, I was also young. So we basically grew up together. So I had no experience of having a child around me. So most of these things I learned while doing them. Like yeah, like looking for the best kind of foods, the best kind of actually, you have to feed your kid this to avoid constipation, you have to feed this. If you're not ready to learn all that, just avoid it. Also, you find that mentally it might distort you, or it might, how do I call it, inaweza kupunish ama kutone down mentally, because you'll have to grow up very fast. From where you used to be to being a parent, you'll have to grow up pretty fast. Pretty fast to be able to catch up with everything that you need to do. And with a child, everything, like, you start the minute you start having that child, the minute you start buying things for that child, it never stops, it keeps on growing. The expenses keep on multiplying. Like, by the time this child is going to school, you need to be able to know that this child needs school fees. There are times this child needs medical fees, and the medical fees you used to pay when he was younger or she was younger, you'll find that they'll multiply. The clothes, the shoes, the hair for the ones who are girls and all that. Most of the things, you need to make sure this kid is having fun going out, seeing things out there, you know. So you'll find that if you want to give your kid the best life, first of all, watch it and make sure you're getting your kid when you feel is right, or in the right time, or when you really, really want to have a kid, and when you feel is right. So, another thing is the focus changes towards what you wanted. Probably, I've talked about that, it's mostly about careers and all that, but you find that with a child, you'll have to now do hesabus, do I call it? You'll have to now plan for two. Like you used to plan for yourself. I want to do this, I want to go out here, I want to do this. With a child, you'll always have to find out a place, if you're going out, a place that will accommodate your child. the kind of a job that will accommodate your child, the kind of probably expense that will accommodate you and your child. So mostly you find that everything is not going to revolve you and your child. Everything that you do is not going to revolve between you and your child, and you cannot run from that. You'll always find you everything that you're doing is revolving around your child, which is nice, which is a blessing. And there's something that Kate actress says. I normally watch her and she's really nice with the advice and all that. She also got her son at a very young age, but look at her right now. She took whatever she wanted very seriously and ran towards her career. Now she was fighting for two, not her only. When you're fighting for yourself, it's actually much easier, but when you're fighting for two, it becomes a bit much harder. But okay, whatever she says is, a kid mtoi si ati ni mandazi that you'll eat na chai during breakfast or during 10 and it's over at 10 o'clock and it's over. A kid is a responsibility you'll get from the minute that child is born to the minute that child is an adult. And an adult goes up to 20, 25 years. Sometimes you find there are kids who've not settled up or taken care of themselves or gotten a hold of their life even at 25. And you as a parent will need to be able to take care of this kid the whole time. And as you're taking care of your child, you'll also need to take care of yourself and also make sure your life is going just as it's supposed to move. And also, people need to heal mentally, physically, emotionally. Perhaps you find that you are with someone, you are happy, your boyfriend or girlfriend, and mostly girlfriends because they're mostly the ones who are just rejected by the guys. You find that you are together, the minute the guy realizes you're pregnant, sorry, you are a liability to his life. So he goes like, I cannot do this. I cannot do this. So the minute you're rejected by your boyfriend, your parents sometimes are hard on you. Of course, parents are not happy. They're going to be hard on you to show you it's not okay. What you did is not okay. You'll find that it tones you down and it eats you up, like really eats you up. Mentally, mostly, emotionally, you find that you're alone. Even people go through the postpartum kind of thing. The postpartum, what do I call it? The postpartum depression, I think I'd call it that. The kind of depression or anxiety you go through after getting a kid. Sometimes you feel you're alone. You might end up getting a kid who's colic, a kid who's crying throughout the night, who's not eating, who's not feeding well. You as a parent, you've not healed from whatever you went through, from the rejection you had, and then you have this kid who's like crying all the time, who's not giving you peace and time to rest. People go through a lot. If you went through that, you really need to talk to someone and to be able to heal and to be able to consult and to be able to be listened to. So that someone can listen to you and be able to like understand what you've been through, and they can be able to probably help you so you can try to avoid as much as you can. The minute sometimes we don't even know how this depression is coming to us, but when it does, it will be there and it will stick around, not unless you get treated or talk to someone. There are counselors who are free. I've seen counselors advertised and from probably churches and some institutions who take free consultations, and you can go talk to someone. If you have a friend, if you have someone, yani sometimes you find that unapitia depression because of what you're going through and you have no clue. You have no clue. So you need to heal and work on yourself and make sure, know that you're not alone in this. So many girls are going through this, even boys, men, sorry, they're going through this, getting kids young, some who are very, very responsible and get ladies who are not that good, some who are not responsible, some who get rejected probably by their families because they've gotten kids, and young couples who are rejected by both families. We wanted you to do this, you've gotten kids, you've gotten a kid, perhaps you're not going to take care of you, you're not going to help you. Sometimes it really works out well when you have help, either from your parent or from your spouse or from your family and relatives and friends. If you get that kind of help, it actually really works out for you, and it's going to be much, much easier. And as I conclude, I'd say that you as a young or any other person getting a child, it doesn't mean it's the end of life. You can get your child, pick up yourself up again and walk towards or run towards whatever goal you wanted to achieve. Run towards it and make sure you get your goal and make sure you earn what you need. I know it's going to be pretty hard after you now get a child, but the minute you get that child, of course it's going to pull you down or drag you down for some years, it may be a year or two, to be able to raise this kid until you feel you're comfortable to be able to leave them. But once you're up on your feet, take your goal and run, run, run. It doesn't mean that you cannot be able to achieve your career after you get a child young, or after you get a child when you had not planned for it. You can be able to get your life back together, get big goals as you had dreamed of, or as you had wished for. You can be able to get those bigger goals, and it only takes you and your what do I call it, and your will to continue, and your will to pick it up. No one will come and help you up, and you are the only one who makes that decision to pick yourself back up and be able to move towards the kind of goals, the kind of dreams, the kind of careers you wanted to achieve in your life. Otherwise, if you just sit down and wait for people to pity you, people are going to pity you and you'll not pick up yourself, and you'll not be able to get to your goals. So as I finalize, the last word that I'd give you guys is, make sure you're not looking towards someone to help you pick yourself up. Always know it's you and your goals and your careers. You wait on someone, you're going to be disappointed. You wait on people to help you, you're going to be disappointed. And please, guys, embrace financial independence. It doesn't matter the kind of job you do, it doesn't matter the kind of thing you do, but please, please, please embrace financial independence. From a guy to a lady, embrace financial independence. It's really sweet and it's really nice and easy for a person who's financially independent, because you'll not depend on anyone. Whether you've been dumped, whether you've been rejected, whether you've been, when you're financially stable, you'll be able to clear most of the things that you need, and you'll be able to work on your goals. With that, I hope the talk was good. It had been a while, and hope you guys are doing okay. If you're going through something, talk to someone. Don't just stay there. Talk to someone, and life is going to be okay. I hope you guys have been well and are going to continue doing okay. You guys have a nice time as you continue subscribing. Guys, please subscribe to my channel. It's been stagnant for quite a while. Please subscribe if you watched this video. Subscribe if you have not subscribed, like, and also turn on the notification bell. I think it's always down here below where the subscribe button is. There is a notification bell where you can turn on, and you'll get a notification when all my videos turn up, or anytime I drop a new video, you're always going to get a notification. Share the videos, share the content, and I'll be happy as we grow. Thank you.